Are there any red flags that they should look for?
Something that happens after you've been in a toxic job is you're probably hyper vigilant to the warning signs. Like you can spot them everywhere, you can spot them from a mile away. Again,
Right.
this is just something that your brain does because now your brain is detecting danger. So the hardest part is to actually differentiate, is this a real red flag that I should be running from? Or is this just something that, is hitting onto something that I've experienced and obviously want to avoid? Again, this comes down to, I think, getting the clarity on like, what do I really need at work? What is a positive and supportive work environment for me? Like, what does support look like? What does
Right.
positive look like?
Right.
What values are there? And there it can start at the surface level, like being remote, being hybrid, which I know is like what most people want, even though companies are trying to drag us all back into the office. But
Yeah.
also, again, like going deeper. So for me, like when it comes to toxic work environment, I know that I can pretty much deal with anything as long as I have a good manager. So for me, that comes down to three things and three questions and criteria that I evaluate managers against. And this is for me, and I know it's resonated for a lot of people. But ultimately, it comes down to one, how will you support me? Now, my growth. This does not always mean that you are providing me direct mentorship, training. Sometimes it's going to be connecting me with other people or giving me the opportunities to grow.
Mhm.
Second is a willingness to help me remove barriers. So if something is in my way and I say I need help and I don't mess around, I'm not someone who's asking for help if I don't really need it.
Right.
Are you going like are what are you going to do as a leader um to make my life easier, to like help me get through this problem instead of judging shaming me for this problem and like
Right.
having it
Right.
become a bigger thing. So support my professional growth, help remove obstacles, and then third for me is stay out of my way. Unless I ask, I'm a person who has very high autonomy. So any level of management feels like micromanagement to me.
Right.
And again, I know this about myself. So
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
have a very clear communication of like, if you are asking me anything about my work, I'm going to feel micromanaged.
Right.
But like,